Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dragon Quest VIII. In the last episode, we got Crack-a-lackin' here in this video game, and we just left off here at this port, where we just kicked the shit out of a big-ass kraken, and we're about to get on the ferry boat and move on to another continent, or another area at least, however it works out, and hopefully get ourselves our third party member, which I thought we were going to get right there at the tail end of the episode, but she didn't join us yet. Let's see if this Beezy will join us today. We're all rested up and ready to go. I don't think I need to buy anything else. How much money do I have right now? 300. How am I looking on herbs overall? I know I stored a bunch of them. I think I still have a lot. Yeah, I still have 20 herbs. I'm not tripping off of that. What do I have in here? Oh, I got this gold bracer. Yeah. Let's give that to somebody. I got that from the boss fight at the end of the last session. Well, it's not better than the earrings, so I'll just give it to Yangus Django Rangus. So we can equip that shit. Absolutely. I mean, I sold the bandana I started the game off with, but now we have it back. Maybe I should hold on to it. I don't know. It's a favorite of Funky's. Maybe I should keep it. I saved Captain Jack Sparrow from a painful death. I did. Indeed I did. I did it by destroying the Kraken. I don't know. Jessica's clothing thing is a little interesting. I wonder if she actually wears those clothes if you give them to her once she's a party member. We'll find out when we actually get her, which will hopefully be soon here. Let's find out. Let's get in here and try to get... Oh, I think we're supposed to just go over here to the big old boat and get on with the show. Big boats. I like big boats, and I cannot lie. Now let's take it to another continent. Guy. Hello. Hey, that was quick. Are you okay to set sail already? Absolutely. Come on, then. Let's get going. We have to hurry and catch up with Dolmagus. I don't even know what I almost said, but...
Actually, before we go...
Here we go.
I have a favor to ask.
What you need, girl?
You're after Dolmagus, just like I am, right? We're fighting for the same reasons. So I was thinking, why don't we do this together? I haven't been studying magic for long, but I still have a lot to offer. What do you say?
Absolutely.
I've got a great feeling about this. Thanks, guys.
Alright, and there we go. Now we got more party members. Woo! Our third party member in the game. And, well, let's just say... that I wasn't expecting her tatas to just be hanging out of her shirt like that.
Well,
still gonna flabbergast me for the whole game.
Let's go.
Let's go! I think the last time I had a character like that in my party that I was playing the game, where the tatas were just hanging out, was like Tales of Berseria. Also, King Trode, I almost forgot about him. Hopefully he comes with us. I guess we're not going without him.
Hands on deck! Weigh anchor! Prepare to set sail for Peregrine Key!
For a second I thought that said Penguin Key. Peregrine, okay. Danny, what are you yelling about? What's up? I keep hearing these little mews. Like, what do you want, Danny? You okay?
Ah, there you are. So what are you two up to?
Not much. If you change her hair color, she looks like Harley Quinn. She kind of has that Harley Quinn vibe, yeah. I don't know if Harley Quinn had them titties hanging out quite so viciously, for lack of a better word. But yeah, anyway.
Up to? Me and the guy was just talking, that's all.
Gav, huh? I've been meaning to ask you about that. You know, he doesn't exactly look like your governor. If anything, it looks the other way around. What's the story?
Well, I'm glad you asked. The story of how me and the Gov fell in together is an epic tale, full of laughter, thrills and tears.
Is it though?
It is it? Well, why don't you just give me the highlights?
She's like, don't fucking go into your long ass diatribe. Just tell me give me the bullet points. Spark notes that bitch.
All right, I will. It all started on a fine summer's day. The sound of insects was deafening. I just decided to make a clean break of it. I was well hacked off with the old bandithood. So I decided to leave the town that I lived in my whole life and start a fresh life.
Are we really going to get to see this flashback stuff, or...? Guess we'll see.
I ain't exactly a looker, as you can see. Perhaps that's why people treated me funny, everywhere I went, like I was a thief or something. I didn't have no place to go, and not a penny to me name neither. So I ended up going back to the old game. And that's when I run into the Gov here. Hold it right there.
Okay, so they met after the whole kingdom thing happened. Got it.
Who gave you permission to use my bridge then, eh?
Permission? Permission? Your bridge lies within my kingdom, you oaf.
What are you on about? A creepy old codger like you? A king? Don't make me laugh.
I see your mouth is as vulgar as your face. Yes, I'm the king. And who exactly do you think you are?
Me? Hearing my name is enough to make anyone wet their knickers. That's right. You're talking to none other than Yangus, the legendary bandit himself.
Yangus?
The one and only. Time to cough up. You have to pay if you want to cross my bridge.
The one and only Yangus? What a shame there aren't more of you. Now kindly remove your one and only self from my bridge and clear off.
Don't push your luck, you green-faced freak. I would have let you go if you'd have kept your gob shut and paid up. But you want to do this the hard way, eh?
You gonna break the bridge, idiot. Idiot.
Now, my boy, now's our chance to cross.
See ya.
Just my bleeding luck.
Now that's what I call just desserts. As the saying goes, crime doesn't pay. Let us carry on then, my boy. There, my precious Medea. Did the bad man scare you? What are you doing? But he attacked us. Why the devil are you helping him? Just leave him. It's poetic justice. Nay, divine justice.
Poetically divine justice. But my main boy here is a little bit too much of a hero's mindset.
What is the world coming to? Yangus, was it? You can show your gratitude by getting out of our sight.
You're having a laugh.
What? Still here? If you won't do us the favor of leaving, I'll be happy to provide some encouragement.
Mister? No, Governor. I really owe you. You saved my life and everything. You're the bee's knees, Gov.
Gov? What is this nonsense? Are you a complete imbecile? This boy is my retainer. If you're in anyone's service, it's mine.
Put a sock in it. I ain't talking to you. He's the one who saved me.
Put a sock in it! Who do you think you're speaking to, you good-for-nothing scoundrel?
Yeah. And then they went on like that for a little while, and then we're best of friends. Because I don't say a word.
So that's how you met. But what happened to all the laughter, thrills, and tears?
Well, I'm not finished yet. This is the best bit. I haven't told you about how the Gov helped me go straight.
Whatever. You can tell me all about it later. Right now, I need some fresh air.
Your story was too long-winded, sir.
I should have known a bird wouldn't get a story like ours, Gov. Still, no skin off my nose.
Okay. I'm kind of glad they did the backstory of how they met, because I wasn't sure that Yengus had anything to do with Funky from the beginning of the story, but now we know what happened, so there you go. I should have known a bird wouldn't get a story like ours, Gov. Okay, he said the same thing as he just said, literally. Okay, should we check out... Can we go inside the ship? We can. Should we see if we can rob the ship of its goodies, if it has anything? That horse tethered up over there is a real beauty. I don't think I've ever seen such a fine beast. The more I look at her, the more elegant she seems. If you try to fuck that horse, sir, I swear to God. I swear to God. Ooh. Good princess. If that guy tries anything unsightly, you fucking just... You have permission to fucking horse kick him into oblivion. Don't feel bad about it. He's to keep his hands off of the horse. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I think that was a seed of life I just picked up a second ago. Seed of agility also. Nice. Getting some good seeds. I like seeds that boost the stats. They're good stuff. Antidotal herb. There's so many jars in here to break. It's crazy. Who put all these jars in here for me to break? Thanks. Now I got hella stuff. Goddamn. Anything else I can rob of this place's stuff? Maybe. Let's go down here and find out. Hello, hello. Any more pots and jars to break? Yes. 10 more coins. Yes. Hello, hello. I'm at a loss. That monster-like creature's gone and made himself comfortable in my room. Doesn't a captain command any respect nowadays? I've asked him over and over again to leave, but he just says that someone more important than me needs the use of it. He's gone and strewn his luggage all over the place as well. The cheek of it. We're talking about the king there, huh? Basically commandeered this room. Bronze knife. Bronze knife. Something about that reminds me of something. Don't I need the bronze knife for this? Iron nail and a bronze knife. Dope. I'm halfway there, but I need an alchemy pot also. So I'm only 1/3 of the way there then. It's the Diary of a Ferryman. Whenever I set sail from Port Prospect, I always see a tiny island. The island is but a tiny speck in the vast ocean, but in fact, a small building, perhaps even a castle, appears to be standing there. Who'd live in a place like that? So there's a tiny island with a small castle on it? Okay, noted. I don't know if we're going to get free roam on the sea at some point with like a ship, or just like be able to click destinations on a map or something. We'll find out later, I guess. Oh, was I supposed to come down here and talk to the king? I didn't realize. I was just exploring.
I did it! I
finally
did it.
This is the alchemy pot. I can already see it. That's what he was working on all these times at night.
Ah, there you are. Perfect timing. I've got something to show you.
Dope.
Ta-da! Looks like a normal pot, doesn't it? But it's actually a legendary alchemy pot. I can see that doesn't mean much to you. Allow me to explain. The alchemy pot is an invaluable tool for making different kinds of items.
Sweet.
It lets you mix different ingredients to create hard-to-find items, armor, and weapons.
Sounds pretty cool.
After my kingdom was cursed, I thought it might come in handy, and managed to spirit it out of the castle. But that's not all. I spent night after night trying to get it working again. No, you can thank me later. Right. Well, it's in my carriage, so why don't you give it a try? It's surprisingly easy to use.
The party can now use King Trode's alchemy pot. Dope. Now I can make stuff. We were just talking about that in the menu.
Land-ho!
Land-ho!
Rigging and prepare to make port.
Aye, aye, sir.
Can I finish looking around first, or are we just here now?
Helmsman!
I guess so.
Windows alongside Peregrine Quay!
I don't feel like I was done looking around. But whatever. We're at Peregrine Key already. That was fast. Also, Danny's laying there right in the view. I didn't even notice. She's on the chair behind me. Like a good kitty. She's over here cleaning herself, if you can see that. Alright, well, we're here. We've made it across the ferry. Woo! Can I explore the ship a little bit before I leave? Because I wanted to make sure I got everything.
Looks like we've arrived. I'll meet you outside town with Medea and the carriage.
Okie day.
It wouldn't do to stir up the natives again with my extraordinary appearance.
Extraordinary, indeed. Extra and not ordinary, indeed. Can I, look around this ship before I go? Because man, I feel bad because I didn't talk to everybody on the ship. Not that they're going to give me anything, but I didn't get all the dialogue. But at the very least, I want to make sure I loot this place. Because, I got that treasure chest that had the bronze knife, which is nice. So is there anything else in this room that I might have missed? I looked at those... Did I look at... I don't know if I looked at these two books. I don't think I did I? Or maybe I did. Now I'm not sure. Let's see if this is the book I already read. Is this the one I just read about alchemy? Or... No, the Tiny Island. Right, I did read this one. Yeah. Nah, the one I read about alchemy is I got the bronze knife and then I looked at my alchemy thing. So I did loot everything here. Okay, that's fine. I wasn't sure, but now I'm sure. I'm sure. Alright, well, on with the show then. Also, is she in our party now? She totally is. Okay, so she starts at level 9. She has no field magic anyways. That doesn't mean she doesn't have any magic, but... What does whistle do? Summons monsters with a whistle? I'm going to try that out. She has frizz and sap. Okay, I was like, she has to have magic. That's kind of her thing, right? And I'm guessing her weapon situation is literally... Oh, she has a whip. Okay, never mind. Of course she does. I thought she was going to punch people, but, you know, a whip kind of makes sense, too. I don't think I have anything to just give her. I have her own clothes. So unless these are better than what she's wearing right now, which of course they're not. Oh yeah, I got this Seed of Life. I'm going to use that on... You know what? I'm going to use this on her. Her HP seems like it's going to be pretty low. The Seed of Agility, I'm going to use that on Funky for sure. Always make Funky the fastest so I can plan around it. And then there's this bronze knife, which I doubt is any good. It's actually better than the whip. Wow. We'll have to get her a new weapon as soon as possible. Hopefully we have enough money to buy her a new weapon, if there is a new weapon to get. But anyway, anything on deck before I go? Well, here we are. I better get on with the splicing the main brace. A ship's demanding mistress, you know. If you don't give her the attention she wants, she'll land you in bother, if not the drink. She'll land you in bother, if not the drink. What a way to word that. Let's talk to the big boy up here real quick. What's up, dude? Did you spot a funny-looking castle on a small island on the way here? No? Who built a castle in a weird place like that, eh? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, I didn't... Oh, well. I was going to say I didn't see it, but maybe it's that place right there. I wonder how we can go there later. Like I said, maybe we'll be able to traverse a world map later. Like, maybe if and when I can fly or something. Didn't find the journey too tiring, did you? At least you got here safely, at any rate. Indeed. Indeed I did. Thanks for the ride, homies. Welcome to town. Is this our resident church? I guess so. Faithful servant of the goddess, how may our church assist you? You can save my game for me, thank you. Thank you very much. Make us a nice little savey-roo poopy-poo-poo. Savey-roo poopy-poo. Go ahead and save it in that second slot. Start rotating our save states, or save files as we go here. Low limitations when you're playing it on an emulator, so save it as much as you need to. I don't have to worry about... That's another good thing about emulation, is I don't have to worry about a stupid memory card and worried about how much fucking space it has and how many save files I can have on it and blah blah blah. I can pretty much have no limits, which is nice. Alright, so they got an item shop here, which pretty much just has your standard medicinal stuff that I don't need right now. think we're okay. I have to give some potions to Jessica so she has some on hand. Also, pots. Yeah, I got a free leather kilt to sell. Let's go. A free medicinal herb to eat. Anything else to loot? Alright, what shop is it? What shop be this? The weapon and armor shop of the place. What you got? What you got? They got silk robe for Jessica. Her defense should be my priority, honestly. A pointy hat. That's actually pretty cheap. I'm gonna buy that for sure. Yeah. There you go, Dango Yangus. A pinty hat? Why, of course you can have the pinty hat. I'm gonna sell a couple things, I think. Let's sell the backup helmet, the leather helmet. Yes, yes. Goodbye. You are the weakest link, helmet. Goodbye. Actually, I do want to sell. Let me go to my bag real quick. I think I have... Yeah, I got this pot lid I can sell. Can I sell this? Yeah, 200... I mean, that's 200 fucking smackers I'd love to have, you know? Sell this kilt. Alright, I think we're good on that. Now I have enough money to buy... Damn, Yangus could have that too. I'd rather have her have more defense. Her defense is more priority because she has such low defense. So if I can buy her stuff, I'm going to buy her stuff. Look at that bump in defense from the shield. Get her one of those, yes. Absolutely. Alright, good stuff. So yeah, other than the chainmail, which is another 5 hundo, we're good. So I can actually I could sell those Wayfarer clothes too. Let me do that real quick just so it's not in my inventory to bother me. I'd love to get her a new weapon, but that's just gonna have to wait. I wonder if there is a weapon shop here. Let's see. There's a pile of jars and stuff to break, so I'm gonna break all of it for show, for show. Seed of defense, hell to the yeah, brother. Medicinal herb for free, hell yeah, brother. What you doing with these chests, homie? Oh, now what? Now I'm really in trouble. This is my treasure chest, but I've gone and lost the key. I don't care what's inside, but if I can't use the chest, then I can't do business. What if anyone's got a key that might fit? If only. Thief key? Thief key. Maybe if I get some thief keys, I can open up these chests. I don't know if you can only make one thief key, or if you make one for every chest you have to open. That would be kind of annoying, but we'll have to wait and see. I hope we just have to make one. But I need to find an iron nail or something like that. So that's what we're looking for. Certainly not an iron lance. So I already have the farmer scythe. The thorn whip. I would love to get that. I need $350. I can also buy another bronze knife. Again, I don't know if I need more than one of these to make, you know, the key. I know I need the one for sure to make at least a key, but I need to find an iron nail or whatever first. So that's on the to-do list. Alright, well, did I break all these pots and jars? I'm actually not sure I did, now that I think about it. I must not have, because they're all still here. Yep, definitely did not. There was $8 in there. You can't hide your $8 from me forever. Alright, well, if that was the town, I guess we're gonna... Wait. There's more barrels right here. Hold on. And pots. Gotta break them all. I don't want to miss any seeds, man. Seeds are nice. No, don't talk to me. I'm busy breaking stuff. I'm not trying to shop right now. Hell yeah. Ooh, I could sell that too. Well, what can I sell real quick? I got... I guess just this club. Alright, we need $350 to buy that whip. And then another 500 for chainmail if I want to spend money on that too. So those are my goals. And I guess the inn is the way out of here, huh? Gotta go through the inn to get out of here. Hello. I had a well-confusing time of it trying to decide whether to go straight and maybe become a monk at the abbey. In the end, I decided to stick around here, pretending to be a thief, but really being your proper citizen. Pretty clever, eh? So clever. Now I've quit my life of crime, I might as well give you this. Wait, what? Oh my god. How lucky can I get? I literally just talked to the guy who gave me a damn iron nail. Any thief worth his salt can use that to unlock stuff, but your average man on the street ain't got no idea what to do with it. But if you're clever and mix it with something else, maybe we'll get it to work for you. You'll have to figure that out for yourself, though. Anyway, I'm on the straight and narrow now, so it's all yours. It's got a lot of history, that nail, so make sure you don't go and lose it, eh? Hell to the yeah, brother. Old Abbot Francisco at Mayella Abbey is a truly remarkable man. If you climb to the top of this building, you'll be able to get an idea of where the abbey is. You'll probably bump into a girl up there. She spends every day just gazing over at the abbey. Never seems to get bored of it. Okay, I guess we'll go up there and check that out after I read this book. It's a book entitled Herbal Concoctions for Beginners. Did you know that you can improve the effect of herbs you purchase in shops? Yes, alchemy is the answer. Here's a basic combination for starters. Try mixing 2 of the same herb together. You'll get a herb with stronger healing capability. That's not all. There are many other ways to combine medicinal and antidotal herbs as well. Experiment with combinations and see for yourself. Sounds like a plan. Hell yeah, new recipe, baby. Medic herb plus medic herb equals question mark. Hey, what's up, Donko? Can't stay for too long. We thought you'd hop in for a few minutes. Well, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for popping in. It's a magazine called The Sailors. This month we have a special treat for our readers. An exclusive interview with the lovely and lively Ms. Red, a rich adventuress who owns her very own private ship. Ms. Red was kind enough to give us a personal tour of the classy lady. She confided to us, you wouldn't believe what I had to go through to get this ship, I can tell ya. On second thoughts, I'd better not tell ya. Statute of limitations ain't run out yet. All I can say is I'd give me left arm to keep this beauty. Keep hold of this beauty. Like keep hold of it. Sorry, I had to read that differently. Alright, cool. Got a magic seed, hell yeah. Let's use a couple of those seeds I've been picking up. I don't want to forget about them. Anyway, you haven't played too much of this one, but you liked it? I mean, it is pretty good. I am enjoying it so far, and I've only really scratched the surface here. Maximum MP. I'm going to go with Jessica on this one because she's going to be our resident mage. Might as well give her more MP. MP and HP might go to her for a little bit until she catches up in both departments. As much as I want to make Funky OP as shit, he's going to be the main character. He's going to be OP as shit regardless, I think. And after I thought Yangus wasn't going to be a party member for the whole game, I'm starting to feel like he's probably going to be now. Again, I don't know if we're going to get more than 4 party members, though. Even though it seems like 4 party members is the... how much you get at once. But we shall see. Anyway, hello. If you're interested in alchemy, you should always try to have a look through my bookshelf, any bookshelves you come across. You'll find alchemy recipes all over the place once you start looking. It can be a bit confusing when you find more than a few, so make sure you write them down so you don't forget them. There's no need to look like that. You'll jot them down without even thinking about it. It's no hardship. While you're here, you should probably think about buying the old bronze knife or 2. Could come in useful for an alchemy pot. I'm going to, but I gotta make sure that Thief Key is something I don't have to make a bunch of or not. But I might buy another bronze knife to have on hand. Anyway, your favorite Dragon Quest is 6, which I know is a lot of people's least favorite. Interesting choice, because yeah, I didn't like 6 as much as I liked 5 or 7. Or even 4, probably. You probably heard of the Templars, right? No, actually. Really? You've never heard of them? I can tell you all about them. The Templars live at Mayella Abbey, which is just over that way. They're there to keep the peace at the Abbey and make sure no one harm comes to Abbot Francisco. They're also strong and clever and really good looking too. They're the coolest of the cool. Why don't you go and see for yourself? I spent every day gazing at the Abbey and imagining them over there. That's cool. Where's the Abbey? I can't see over this high-ass ledge. Oh, here we go. Tilt the camera then, dog. Is that the Abbey right there? Over there in that direction? That building? I assume so. There's also a building. Oops. Right there. I should go check out. Anyway, you haven't beaten any of the Dragon Quests because you're bad at beating long games, but you played 6 the most. Weird that you would play a lot of Dragon Quests but not finish any of them. But I guess, you know, I've had habits of not finishing RPG games when I was younger, but I don't know if you have that same problem. I don't know. I've focused on finishing stuff a lot more now that I've been a Let's Player / streamer, you know. I make it a point to try and finish these fucking games. Alright, anyway, can I make the thing, or do I probably have to go out to the actual cart? I really don't know how to interact and make the alchemy pot thing be a thing. But if this is the world map, which it might be, hold on. Hello, we're here.
Ah, there you are. I've been waiting for you. I hope you haven't forgotten about the alchemy pot. You really should give it a try.
I was about to, thank you. Literally right now.
What's that? You say you don't know what to make? Well, I'm sure you'll come across some recipes as we travel from place to place. Why don't we have a look inside your bag? Well, well. You already have enough items to make some very interesting things.
Do I?
Just try mixing some ingredients and see what you come up with. Practice makes perfect.
I wonder what happens if you mix some shit that you don't want to make.
Making new things
Mix.
from old
Don't want
ones
to,
can
yeah.
take a little while.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry though. After you set the pot going, you can go back to whatever you were doing. It'll let you know when it's done.
I see, so it does
Use
have
the
to do a thing.
miscellaneous menu to open the alchemy pot screen. Give it a try.
Got it. So that's how we do it. Alright, cool. Anyway, you've been beating more games lately, Donko. You made it a goal to beat 10 games this year, and you've beaten 6 so far. GG. Usually bad to stick into games. Always hop from game to game. Well, GG on beating some games finally, then. Miscellaneous menu. Alchemy pot. Here we go. Now form an image in your mind of what you'd like to make and choose the ingredients carefully. Alright, well, I want to make that key, so that's like my priority right now. Let's set the bronze knife. And let's set the iron nail, and then let's see what happens. Okay, currently my recipe book is empty. That's okay. We'll have more in a moment. It's weird that even though I have a paper recipe, it doesn't count. Anyways, go ahead and start it. Do you want to pop a bronze knife and an iron nail? Yes. I do believe you're onto something here. It will take some time before the item is ready. How about we leave it in time for you and check on later on? Yeah. Okay, so having to make more than one of these would be super annoying. I hope we only have to make one. Alright, in the meantime, I guess we're going to look around because the key needs some time to marinate till it becomes a thing. So I guess we'll just take a look around and see what we're in store for in this area. Hell yeah, brother. Let's go. Let's fight some ding-a-ling-a-lings. Let's just beat them up normal and see how that goes. So anyway, some are games you've beaten before or a while ago, but you still count it. That's fair. Fair enough. Hey, beating a game is beating a game, Donko. I don't judge. I replay games all the time. I just replayed Suikoden 2, you know, the remaster. Granted, it was a remaster, but still, it was a game I've beaten many, many times before. Also, fuck, that did a lot of damage. God damn. Wow. Her whip is garbage right now. We need to get her that better whip. That better whip. Catch her up in level, because she is not a useful party member right off the bat. At least not with her attacks. I might have to start using her magic every battle. In the meantime, Funky got level 12 already. Let's go. Hell yeah. More stat bumps. Let's go. 3 skill points to work with. What are we doing with them? We're using Boomerang right now, so let's just... Oops. Let's just put it all in Boomerang for now, since that's what we're using. Anyway, you're still going to try to decide what Dragon Quest to play and stick to it, but I'm currently in the middle of Golden Sun, so I might try to wait and beat that first. You should. You should. Golden Sun is awesome. I like Golden Sun better than any of the Dragon Quests that I've played, so if that tells you anything, you should stick to Golden Sun and finish it first, because that's a much better game. Oops. Keep pressing circle to go back. That was an accidental wasted second heal. It's really good so far. It is. I like Golden Sun a lot. That's a game I've considered doing on the channel, even though I've played it before. Like, I still have several RPGs I've played before in my life that I still want to do on the channel. Golden Sun is one I've thought about. But if I commit to Golden Sun, I gotta play both of them, because they go together. It's a she slime and a bullfinch. The she slime is interesting. I'm gonna use magic. Let's use Frizz. You want to play Golden Sun in order? I own Dark Dawn and have access to 1 and 2 due to the Switch Online. Nice. Well, that's one way to play them all. Again, I've never played the Dark Dawn game, but I've always heard it's not great, to be honest. I've only played the first two, which connect together. The first two games are basically two halves of an entire game, so you have to play both of them really to get the whole story, unfortunately. But yeah. Anyway, you got Dark Dawn for a good price compared to the usual prices. Well, that's good at least. At least you didn't have to pay out the ass for that game when most people don't even want to play that game. Also, treasure chest. Give it to me. That's all I'm looking for right now is treasures. Treasures and a little bit of a grind while I wait for that thief key to get created, I guess. And at the time, you knew Golden Sun was coming to Switch, and now you're finally actually playing through it. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh god, 3 ding-a-ling-a-lings? Great. What abilities does he have? He just has Heartbreaker, which he needs a hammer for. Frizz, single enemy. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, 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 ding-a-ling-a-ling. Kabuff, kabuff, buff, buff. I don't like your kabuffness. But yeah, I got a lot of RPGs I still need to kind of revisit and play on the channel if I'm going to do everything that I've, deemed worthy doing. Like, the couple games that come to mind are Wild Arms 1 and 2, and of course Grandia, which I have to do Grandia because it was gifted to me, the remaster. So that's one of my games I just have to do regardless. But, yeah. There's another game I'm probably forgetting too. I know I've played, like one game I played but I don't intend to play on the channel is Chrono Cross. I don't like Chrono Cross that much, man. Every time I see that game I'm just reminded how much I don't like it that much. Like some people love Chrono Cross. I don't know, man. It never gave that. Never worked for me. Also, my Windows wants to do an update. Snooze that bitch. Windows update can wait. I've been waiting on that Windows update for like, fuck, 2 weeks now. I'll probably do that. But anyway, you have access to Wild Arms 1 and 3, and you've played a little bit of Grandia. Grandia 1 is awesome. I've not played anything past that. I know there's like Grandia 2 and 3 and Extreme. There's a bunch of Grandias. I haven't played any of them except for the first one. That's why I want to replay the first one so I can play more. I always hear the second one's awesome. And then, of course, like you said, you actually really like Chrono Cross? Yeah, so some people do. For some reason, I just don't like it. And I think the main reason I don't like it is I don't like how the battle system is with all the little color attacks. And you have to, like, learn different combos of the color attacks and stuff. I didn't really like that battle system. I don't know. Something about it just doesn't jive with me. Wasn't a big fan. I'm just looking around. Checking the crannies and the nooks for anything cool. At first you didn't like Chrono Cross, and you regretted buying it, but then the more battles I did, the more I understood the battle system, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, maybe if I played it again, I wouldn't hate it as much, but every time I watch people play it in the last few years, I just am reminded how much I don't really want to play it. So it hasn't regrown on me even from watching somebody do it when it's not myself. Because I like certain aspects of Chrono Cross. I like how the game looks for the most part. I mean, it's still PS1 graphics, so there are some garbage, looking things in general. But overall, I like how it looks. I'm a sucker for nostalgic PS1 stuff. I really am. Especially when it actually looks like it's PS1 and not something like, I don't know, Breath of Fire or something where it's, got, or Suikoden where they are PS2 game or PS1 games, which I love, but the graphics are more, 2D oriented. A lot of people don't like it because it's technically a sequel to Chrono Trigger and it's nothing like it. That's not even why I don't like it. I played Chrono Cross before I played Chrono Trigger, or at least in terms of finishing the game. I did try Chrono Cross before I tried Chrono Trigger. Sorry, Chrono Trigger before Chrono Cross. Actually, that's not true either, is it? Hold on, let me think. timeline-wise. You know what? I did try Chrono Trigger before I tried Chrono Cross. I tried Chrono Trigger when I was really young, actually. Like, I tried to play it on an emulator when I was maybe like 11 years old or something, 10 years old maybe. And I didn't like it on like at all at the time. I don't really know why. I was only 10 or 11. Maybe I just wasn't patient enough with it to learn it and get good at it, whatever. But I just know that I couldn't get into it. And I never really tried Chrono Trigger again until I did the Let's Play, really. And Chrono Cross, I also tried when I was a kid on the PS1. I borrowed it from somebody to try it because I always heard good things. I did not like it. Within 10 minutes, I did not like the game, and I didn't play for, I don't even think, more than an hour. And I gave it back to the dude I borrowed it from. And then fast forward to when I got a PSP in like 2006 or 7 or somewhere around there. And I was hacking my PSP and playing a bunch of PS1 stuff on there, right? And that's when I played Grandia for the first time. And that's when I played Chrono Cross. And I was like, I'm going to play this game and I'm going to see if I like it or not. Also, I just found a stone axe. That's a weapon I never did end up buying, and now I found one. That's pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to do anything with it because it's not as strong as the weapons. Yeah, it's not as strong as the scythe that I bought, but I have one now. I might hold on to it for a little bit, but it's probably going to end up getting sold until I find a better axe. So yeah, my point is with the Chrono Cross Chrono Trigger thing, I didn't know they were connected when I played Chrono Cross. Well, I guess I technically knew. Like, I knew that they were probably related because of the Chrono thing, but I didn't know how or why or any. I didn't know the references, so I just played Chrono Cross. You know, just played it. Didn't give a fuck. And well, you know, I played through the whole game. I shouldn't say I suffered through it. It was fine, but I looked back on it and I'm like, I'm surprised I went through that whole game. Like, there's other RPGs I never gave the full playthrough, but I played all the way through Chrono Cross. It's like I felt like I did it just to do it, you know? And now I have no desire to go back and do it again. Wait, can I not hurt these guys? Oh, wait, what? Oh, I see. The one on the left is like blocking my attacks or something. For a second I thought maybe I could hurt him, but no, I think we're good. Let's frizz him. Fuddle? Don't you fuddle muddle me, bitch. But I don't know. I haven't ruled out playing Chrono Cross on the channel. I just don't have any desire to get to it. So, you know, unless and until I play all the other RPGs I feel like playing, there's a good chance I probably won't get to Chrono Cross on the channel anytime at all, really. I just have too many games I'd rather play. Because until I do Grandia and maybe Wild Arms, yeah, fuck that. And the biggest reason to do Grandia and Wild Arms is so I can play more games in those series. Because I've never played past Wild Arms 2, I've never played past the first Grandia. And I heard good things about other games in the series as well. This enemy is super annoying, by the way. Jesus Christ. He doesn't do a lot of damage or anything. He's just annoying because he won't die. Fat boy. Anyway, Jessica got her first level up. Bumps in HP and MP, good. Bumps in all her shit. She's going to be fast. I like that about her already. She also learned Crack right away. Nice. I believe that's an ice spell. Also, holy shit. They gave her skill points so she could catch up quick. Alright. Sex Appeal. Make monsters stop and stare. This skill's the gateway to learning some quite provocative dance techniques as well. Goddamn. Okay, girl. I'm going to give her 2 Sex Appeal, and the other 7 are going all into whips. Because that's what she's using right now. Sounds good. She learned some basic whip fighting techniques. Good. Now her whip is stronger. Good. Her whip sucks right now. Glad. Get her a little stronger. I need to get her a better whip, which I can afford now, so I might go back and do that soon. I'm literally just looking around for treasures at this point. I'm not really trying to do anything else. A series that you want to play more of is Breath of Fire. See, that's a series I love, and I have played the first 4 games. Again, those are 2 games I need to play on the channel as well, is Breath of Fire 1 and 2. I've played Breath of Fire 3 and 4 on the channel. 3 was a replay because I love that game. 4 was a replay until about the last, I don't know, quarter of the game, which is the only thing I had not done. I had not beaten that game before. Now I have, obviously. But I ended up enjoying Breath of Fire 4 a lot more, replaying it and focusing on it on the channel. Because there were parts about Breath of Fire 4 that I kind of dreaded playing again. But once I played through the game again, it didn't feel so bad. I really enjoyed replaying Breath of Fire 4 a lot. But Breath of Fire 1 and 2 I really need to do on the channel as well. They're on my Super Nintendo list of to-dos. It's the only other Super Nintendo RPGs I've played before that I haven't done on the channel. Everything else on Super Nintendo I already replayed or played for the first time. Everything else on there is blind. Let me get some magic heals up in this real quick. And Jessica's almost out of MP now too. Good time to start heading back, I think. Anyway, you have access to Breath of Fire 1 and 2 due to the Switch Online, but you kind of want to buy the GBA versions, play those instead. I will say the GBA versions are the ones that I actually played and finished myself, Donko. I remember trying Breath of Fire 1 and 2 on an emulator at the same time frame when I tried Chrono Trigger. And I liked what Breath of Fire was like, but I got stuck pretty quickly on those games, and I didn't like the interface very much because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So, anyway, long story short, I stopped playing them back originally, and then I started playing, sorry, I'm trying to figure out who I'm attacking here. Then when I got to later in life and I got to the Game Boy Advance emulator, and I was playing all sorts of stuff on the Game Boy Advance emulator, like I replayed all the Final Fantasies on there, or I beat some of them I had not beaten before. Like some of the first times I beat Final Fantasy 1 through 6 were on the Advance versions, because they had Final Fantasy 1 through 5 or 6 Advance, except for 3, of course. But they also had Breath of Fire remakes, like you mentioned, and I played those. That's how I've actually played and finished Breath of Fire 1 and 2. That was my first time playing those games. And I finished them. And I liked them a lot. Man, her attack sucks. We are having problems with damage right now. You're still hoping for a Final Fantasy IX remake? We'll see. When you say remake, do you mean in the same vein as Final Fantasy VII remake, or in the same vein as like the remaster that they did for Final Fantasy VII and 8? That's like where they just kind of remastered the game. Because they do have a Final Fantasy IX remaster already, but it's not like remade the same way as they did with 8. Because like 8 they actually updated the character models. With 9 they didn't do that. Am I going to be able to kill any enemies right now, man? This is starting to be kind of annoying. Also, I'm out of MP. Yay. These fucking fat mages are just in the way, and I can't hit the fucking eyeball guys with my boomerang. It's super annoying. All these illusions and hallucinations are happening, and it's annoying me. Thank you. We killed a guy. Hallelujah. Trying to kill those guys for a minute. You think a Final Fantasy IX remake is rumored, but it wouldn't be like the 7 remake? I'd be fine with like just a graphical update for 9. I really didn't even need 7 remake the way that it is now. Now that they're already deep into it, obviously I'm hooked and I want more, of course, but I didn't even need them to do that in the first place. I just wanted a 7 remake that played like the original 7 because I love the original 7. So the remake that they did is fine. I love it. I love the remakes, but it wasn't what I necessarily was asking for. But now you got me spoiled, Square Enix, and you're making me think, man, now I want every game remade like this because holy shit, the capabilities. Final Fantasy VIII, I think, is the top priority, or top. I think I've talked about this many times already, but I'm going to do it again now because whatever. I think Final Fantasy VIII is the one Final Fantasy out there that would benefit the most from an update like the 7 remake has. I don't think there's any Final Fantasy else in the series that would benefit as much as Final Fantasy VIII. I really don't. I've gone through the list in my head, and besides 7, which is already done, 8 would benefit the second most. Now, why you ask? Maybe you ask that. 1 through 6 are all classic, you know, pixel style games. While you could obviously make any of them amazing and add 3D graphics to any of them, and they'd be amazing. It doesn't feel like it would actually benefit the game, the original game, in any way to make it better in any way by making it into an action game, unless you're just going to... And like updating the graphics just to keep turn-based RPG doesn't really feel necessary. And they've already done the pixel remasters, which I think is more than enough for 1 through 6, honestly. Because I couldn't see any of them turning into an action game like 7, right? So let's just say 1 through 6 are off limits because of the way the gameplay is. Changing them to action games just doesn't make sense. Alright, well now let's go past 7. There's 8, 9, 10, 12 and beyond. We'll just say 12 is the last cutoff there. They're not remaking 12. They already did a remaster Zodiac Age thing of that, and that's plenty good. If you wanted to make 12 into an action game, I don't think it would be quite... It's already kind of action-y as it is, like with live battles where you have enemies out on the map, so it doesn't really have any benefit from an update. Backtrack to 10. 10 might be the next closest to having an update, like a game update like that, but I feel like 10 graphically already meets, current standards of graphics. So while maybe you could change the battle system to 10, I don't feel like it would benefit the game at all. But I could see 10 because 10 is probably the second most popular game in the entire series after 7. So I thought 10 maybe be candidate for that reason alone. But then we go backwards again. Okay, so 9 and 8. Those are the last two choices, right? Which one would benefit more from being updated? Would it be 9 or would it be 8? I think it'd be 8. It's an obvious answer because people don't like 8 for a lot of the reasons that could be changed if the game was more focused on like an action-based battle system like 7 Remake. I think people would actually like 8 a lot more because you could keep the junction system to like be the way that you set up your party members to have all their abilities and skills and stats still, and that would just benefit how you fight in the action system, and then it would just go from there, right? I think you could make that work really well, actually. And you could even keep the draw system if you revamped it to be a little more, like, a little less tedious to deal with. I wouldn't even mind that. Like, just maybe have it be the magic system, or not even have the draw system. Or if you do have the draw system, have draw points be, like, literal points where you can pick the amount, like, you get a certain amount of spells always, so you can kind of plan it out, and it's less randomized. It's like when you're drawing, you're not, like, getting anywhere from 1 to 9 spells. You can get the exact same amount every time. So, I think the FF8 remake like 7 would benefit the most, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Because everything people don't like about 8 could be revamped and made even better into an action version of the game like 7 Remake. And that's really all I'm saying. I don't think 9 would benefit the same way. But anyway, let's read about what your stuff you said about 9. Sorry. You looked up stuff about FF9. I think it's rumored to be in the making, but something reverently has happened with some studio that made it impossible for it to continue or be made. Maybe not a studio, but stuff leaked that made people lose hope of it not happening. Gotcha. Okay. I feel like with a 9 remake... Well, put it this way. If they actually are doing a 9 remake and it got leaked, they're still going to do it. But just like with Nintendo, when they hear that kind of shit, they're like, oh yeah, fuck you, we're not working on that. But they still are, and they will end up having it come out. Because even the Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster is coming out now, and people have been leaking and talking about that for like 10 years. So it's out now, or coming out now, so that's pretty hype. And the stream is flowing well today, Sparty. I don't know what the fuck that last like 45 to an hour of yesterday's stream was, dropping all them frames and shit. I don't know what was happening with my ISP, but it's been fine today. So it was just some bullshit that was going on for like an hour with my ISP, and I don't really know why. Anyway, not with leaks about the game, but leaks about stuff about the remake that makes it seem unlikely from what I just saw looking up. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Well, either way, the likelihood there's a 9 remake is pretty low. Maybe a 9 remaster at some point that looks better than the original. I could see that. Maybe like in the same vein they did Final Fantasy X remasters, like actually update all the graphics and stuff. I could see them doing that with 9. The FF9 Moggery mod is great. I've never even. Alright, let me stay here real quick. How do I know when the alchemy pod is done? I wonder. If they remake any of the games, I don't think they should change the story massively like 7. Oh, they have no reason to change the story massively on any other one. 7 is the most confusing. The only other one that's got any confusion to it, in my opinion, is probably 10. With the whole, time frame that Titus is from and how that all ends and stuff. But, like, otherwise, I think all the rest of the games are pretty straightforward with their stories. I guess 8's kind of confusing, too, but you don't have to remake that. Just explain stuff better. Anyway, You played the Steam version with a mod and it makes the backgrounds look amazing. Without the mod, the character models look sharp, but the backgrounds are blurry. I gotcha. So they didn't like make the models look better in the original version of the game, or the remaster version of the game on PC. It's kind of lame. Let me check that pot out real quick. Never fear. Both it and I are in top shape. Oh, the moment of truth can only wait. Let's see what you concocted. Oh, okay. Hey, we got that thief's key. That's all I wanted. Now, what have we here? Why, if I'm not mistaken, that's a thief's key. Well done. You've created a rare item indeed. This is the first specimen I've ever seen. Jolly good show. Keep it up. I'm looking forward to seeing more of your work. Sweet. We got the thief key, y'all. All right. Well, in the meantime, while we're trying to figure out what else to alchemize, let's make one of these fancy higher level medicinal herbs that I got a recipe for earlier. Alright, it will take some time before the pot is ready. Blah, blah, blah. Check again later on. So I guess I have to check the pot. Was there an indicator anywhere that told me that the pot was ready? Because I don't remember seeing that at all. Alright, anyway. Okay, so I have the thief key now. Let's see if I can just open chests willy-nilly. Funky G unlocks it. Hell yeah, brother. Boomerang. Hell yeah, I can sell that. Wow, now there's a key and a half. Who'd have thought it'd open up my chest? You've really helped me out here. There, go on. Why don't you keep the contents? They're all yours. Oh, okay. Cool. So the thief key doesn't go away. It's just a key forever. Yay, we only had to make one. So now every treasure chest that's been locked in the game, I can probably go back and open it, which I may do eventually. I'm trying to think where I saw locked chests. I know there was a locked chest back in the first town in the game. Mini metal. Oh boy. Who's ready for mini metals? But yeah, there was a locked chest in the first town in the game, and I think there was one in the first area of the forest at the beginning of the game too that were locked as well. I could go back and get those now. If I don't, it's going to probably bother me, but anyway, first things first, let's buy this thorn whip, because it's better than the whip she's using right now. I feel like anytime we play these games, these Dragon Quest games, we always get on a Final Fantasy topic at some point, you know? Oh, right, I was going to buy an extra bronze knife. Let me buy one. Put it in the bag. Just have one for an alchemical purpose. Who knows what I'm going to combine it with, but I just want to make sure I have it on hand. Okay, so Boomerang. He's the only one who can use it, right? Can I just put this in my bag? I don't think I need to carry it on my person, I don't think. And I can sell this. Which I'm going to. Rumor has it someone out there is collecting them. Yeah, mini metals. Now we're beginning that little situation. I wonder if combining any of this stuff would be helpful. Like if I combined any of the weapons I have together and see if they make anything cool. Anyways, you always liked FF more than Dragon Quest, but you like Dragon Quest XI way more than any recent FF. That's fair. I'm sure Dragon Quest XI hits that JRPG itch better than any Final Fantasy has in a while. I mean, the last true turn-based Final Fantasy was 10. Everything since then has been, you know, kind of different. If you want to count 12, that's fine too, but past 12 for sure been different. I want the money because I want to buy him that chainmail, so I'm going to go ahead and just sell this whip because it sucks. And then I'm going to buy this chainmail for my boy. And then other than the spear that I haven't bought yet, everyone will have the best shit they can have right now. Sell that good old kilt. Bye-bye. You better wait bye-bye. You wonder if they'll remake Dragon Quest 4 through 6 in the style they did with the 1 through 3? I kind of hope they do. That'd be cool. But obviously they got to release 1 and 2 first. Because 3 is the only one that's out at the moment, right? They're still you know, waiting on releasing 1 and 2. And I think they're releasing 1 and 2 together, right? So it'll be like a collection. I actually don't know if that's true, but I think they are. Anyway, now that we've done a little walking around and grinding in this area, I say let's get on with the show and start exploring properly. I mostly just wanted to get that key first and get what was in those treasures. I had a feeling that was going to be the case, so I wanted to make sure I did that before I got on with it. Now we can get on with it.